Hold it right there. What are you doing here?
I got the formula.
Mercier didn't make it? Damn. How do they expect us to play when we don't even have enough people on our team? Well, as long as you brought the formula, I guess we're still in the game.
Who are you and why are you talking like that?
The name's Goli Ledoux, and I'm captain of Sudden Death Overtime, the last of the ice gangs. There was a time where every city had their own ice gangs, and thousands would show up to watch them all duke it out in giant arenas. We aim to bring those days back.
Well, Captain, are we gonna fight or try to make a deal?
That's up to you. We can make a deal, or we can face off. I'm putting 250 caps up on the scoreboard. What do you say?
Make it 400 and it's all yours.
Nicely played. And I know talent when I see it. Here you go. Okay, team. Let's get out of here.
Absolutely not. I want that formula. Also, your fancy mask. Because he has a unique mask for some reason. Yeah, so they're basically a gang of hockey players, but they think hockey was a gladiatorial battle rather than a literal ice game. So, yeah. There is no explanation why they want that recipe. It just was a part of the lore. It was literally just there. What the fuck? Oh, Ronald McDonald. I got you some sexy
be more careful.
nightwear.
Bringing me some quantum, I hope.
Know someone named Grady?
Grady? Maybe. Why are you asking?
Got you a package from him.
Holy crap. You have it? Well, hand it over. I've been waiting over a year for that damn thing.
Sell it to you for 300 caps.
Fine, fine. Anything to get it. Here's your caps. Now hand it over.
Anything interesting to see in your girder shades?
My friend, you are at the ass end of the capital wasteland. If it weren't for Sierra, I'd be out of here. One thing I can tell you is stay the hell away from the Dunwich building to the south. That place is bad mojo. I don't know what that place is about, but I hear about weird shit going on.
What do you know about Nicole Quantum?
That stuff is some of the nastiest shit I've ever had. Imagine drinking a Nuka-Cola, then downing a fistful of sugar and punching yourself in the head. That pretty much sums it up. Sierra shared one with me a long time ago. After I drank it, my piss glowed for a week.
All right, I have to go.
Good, then stop.
Here, Sean.
Yes, what is it?
I'm actually kind of afraid.
Very well.
I don't know if I could double dip, but just in case I can't. Here, take 4. I think I got 5 at the Nuka-Cola plant. I only got 4. I mean 3.
Hope you met Ronald. He's such a sweetie. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Did you find any quantum?
Yes, I did. You know, Ronald has offered to buy a quantum from me.
He has? Oh, that's sweetheart. I knew he'd help me. All that guy does is watch out for me all the time.
No, I think he just wants to get you in your pants.
That's so silly. Why would a man want to wear a pair of these filthy woman's pants? Doesn't make sense. I bet you and him cooked up that line just to make me smile. Well, mission accomplished.
Here's the last of the quantum.
You've done it! My machine is finally full. Well, like I promised, here's the schematic for the Nuka grenade. You've sure earned it. If you find any more bottles, be sure and bring them by. I'll be glad to keep paying for them.
Yeah, no, that's not gonna happen. Because I want to make grenades with them. Okay, let's see. Kind of want to go here before I do the trouble on the home front. It's a relatively short quest.
Where? on!
Oh yeah, he's not that wounded. I thought he was more wounded. Just a little bit. You know. His toes were a little bit scrambled from the grenade. I need to get myself some leather armor. I'll have to go buy some. The only is over there. I almost have almost all of the map explored. It's kind of cool. Oh. Oscar Zulu.
Listening for your response. 3950 kilohertz. If anyone can hear this,
Aha. I knew
this
it.
is Bob Anderstein. Family and I have taken refuge in the drainage chamber not too far from the radio relay tower outside of DC. My boy is very sick, needs medical assistance. Please help if you can. We're listening for your response. 3950 kilohertz. Anyone can hear this. This is Bob Anderstein.
Where's your son?
Family and I have taken refuge in the drainage chamber not too far from her.
Unless you're playing that. Doesn't look like there's a child here. Not sure then. Oh well. All the radio towers are generally just a dead a corpse. You don't really expect to actually find someone down there. Generally, at least. Sometimes you find like enemies you have to take out. But that's just how it is out in the wasteland. And there's still a bunch of side quests I need to do. What is that? Huh. I know that's a raider. Oh wow, it just spawned. I know that's like a raider barn.
I've got one. Let's get him. Bring it!
Whew, I'm glad that's over. That thing would have killed us all without your help. Thanks. Listen, you may as well take this map. That's where we were headed. But that Deathclaw cured me of my itch for wasteland adventure.
I believe it leads to a location to the south. Map shows the directions to Rock Creek Caverns with the notation Mirelurk's Treasure Chamber. Yeah, we already found Rock Creek Cavern. I never bothered it. There's nothing too unique there. Something about a treasure, but it's like, treasure, you know. It's just like a unique counter that says, like, go that way. I see 2 security bots over there. bastard. Trying to hurt me with y'all bullets. Here it is. The great old Republic of Dave.
Stop right there, mister. What you think you're doing in the Republic of Dave?
Not here to hurt anyone. What is this place?
This is the Republic of Dave. Duh. It's named for President Daddy. But you have to talk to him if you want to stay here.
I think I'd like to meet Dave.
Okay, I'll take you. But President Daddy doesn't always like new people. Okay, come with me.
That was easy. Man, she walks so slow.
There may be danger here.
Come on.
Hi there, honey. Have you spoken to Dave?
Not yet.
Man, the Brahmin smell awful today.
President Daddy, there's a wastelander who wishes to see you, sir.
I am Dave, President of the Republic of Dave. You will address me as Mr. President, or I will have you executed. Now, are you applying for citizenship, asylum, or just vacationing in the Republic of Dave?
I'm most exalted, President Dave. I am an ambassador from the Wasteland.
You are? Excellent. It's good to see that the Wasteland has finally recognized the sovereign Republic of Dave. If the people of the Wasteland are generous and respectful, I might deign to annex them.
Anything happening in this place, Mr. President?
There's an election for the next president. Don't look so surprised. Can't you see this is a republic?
Looks more like a dictatorship.
Dictatorship? You insult me. Obviously, the wasteland radiation has taken away your capacity to reason.
Tell me more about the Republic, Mr. President.
The Department of Tourism usually handles all questions for outsiders. Make it quick.
So you're in charge here, Mr. President.
That's right. As president, I am head of the Department of Tourist Rights, the Office of Immigrant Affairs, and the Bureau of Dave-like Activities. My proudest duty, second to the presidency, is Commander-in-Chief of the Army of Dave, the most ruthless military in the wasteland.
I'd be interested in learning more about you, Mr. President.
Years ago, I freed these poor people from the wrath of Tom, former monarch of the Kingdom of Tom. Afterwards, the people naturally elected me as their president, and the Republic of Dave was formed.
Any future plans for the Republic, Mr. President?
Well, the Republic of Dave is the only true sovereign nation in the wasteland. The only really civilized place left in the world. One day, all wastelanders will be citizens in the Republic and know the greatness of their president.
That's all I need to know. Mr. President, do you know a ghoul named Mr. Crowley?
There's a name I haven't heard in a long time. Before the people elected me president, I worked with a mercenary named Mr. Crowley. We were part of an expedition to Fort Constantine.
Mr. Crowley is alive, Mr. President, and I'm supposed to bring back proof of your death.
Alive? I always wondered. He was locked in with a bunch of feral ghouls. They won't attack ghouls, you see. Would you consider taking him a personal item, like this key, and just telling him you killed me?
Mr. President, what's so special about this key? A gift of the key would be a strategic diplomatic move, Mr. President.
Of course it would. I knew that. I was just testing you to see if you would realize it. Here, take the key. It is a gift from the Republic of Dave to the Wasteland.
Yeah, you could always say this. Basically, makes you hostile to all of them. I'd like to discuss the election with
The
you.
election is still going on. What do you want to know?
Who is eligible to vote?
That would be Bob, Shauna, Jessica, Rosie, and myself. In the Republic, if you're old enough to carry a weapon, you're old enough to vote. Rosie and Jessica are usually here in the capital. Bob usually hangs out outside near the Brahmin pen. Shauna runs the Museum of Dave, so you can find her there.
Are the votes in, Mr. President?
Tell Shauna that Dave commands her to vote in the election. She'll come running, trust me.
Are the votes in, Mr. President?
Jessica hasn't voted yet?
Are the votes in?
Not yet.
Remind me how I can help the election, Mr. President.
I told you before. I'll spare a
He
few
actually did
cabs
not tell me,
if
if I
you
remember
just
correctly.
tell each of the adults to get over to the voting booth sometime today. There's Jessica.
Okay, I have to go.
Very well.
I heard that Dave allowed you to stay.
Hello.
Well, welcome, stranger. Just be mindful of the children.
I'd like to know more about the Republic.
Sure, honey, but don't make it too long or Dave will start wondering why we're talking.
Tell me more about this Dave guy.
Dave is a good man. He looks after all the children and makes sure they have plenty to do. He's bought a lot of toys, not that he'd admit it. He has our Shauna teach classes to the younger ones. She's over at the Museum of Dave to the west of the Republic.
What could you tell me about yourself?
Not much to say, really. I'm Dave's wife, or first wife, I guess. I've lived here for many years now.
Dave's first wife, right? He has two?
Well, yes. Dave and I were married when he was wandering the wasteland, before inheriting the Republic from his father, Tom. After Ralph was born, Dave said that the President of the Republic needed to repopulate the wasteland. So, now we have a second wife.
What's your take on the Republic?
We have plenty of food and water here, and the compound is fairly safe. I'm glad the children can be raised here, away from the wasteland. I'd like to see more trading done with the local caravans, but Dave's afraid their outside influence could weaken the Republic.
That's all I need to know.
Sure, honey.
I'd like to discuss the election with you.
Election time is always exciting around here.
Who's running in the election?
Only Dave. He's the only person who ever runs.
I'd like to throw my hat in the ring to run for presidency.
Did Dave say you could do that?
Can I run?
Did you ask?
I'll run. Have you ever considered running for presidency?
Keep your voice down. I'm not really comfortable talking about it out here. Anything else?
Goodbye, Rosie.
Goodbye.
I cannot wait in this location. Interesting. Stop looking at me. Old Painless is a unique bolt action.
Man, the Brahmin smell awful today.
Hello.
Dave says you're okay? Fine.
I'd like to know more about the
You
public.
should talk to Dave, but okay.
Dave's second wife?
First wife. Rosie is the second wife, since she's the oldest and not good for anything anymore.
Tell me about the Dave guy.
That's President Dave to you, Wastelander. Call him by his full name, or we'll shoot you. He takes care of all of us, even that selfish Rosie and her brats. My children will be a lot nicer than hers.
Tell me more about yourself?
All I have to say is Dave is my husband. Mine. Do you understand? I don't care what Rosie has to say about it. Just because Rosie used to be this big leader out in the wasteland, she thinks she's better than me. She even ordered Dave around once.
We could take on the Republic.
Dave is a great leader. He's going to bring civilization back to the wasteland. One day, they'll say it all started here.
All I need to know. I'd like to discuss the election with you.
Uh-huh.
Have you ever considered running for presidency?
No way.
Presidency. Wait, there's no way to tell people to go vote? Hello?
Do you need more than that gift?
I'd like to discuss the election. Who's running the election?
Nobody.
I'd like to throw my hat into the ring.
I'm sorry, but the president must be a citizen of the Republic to run for office. So you do not qualify.
Unfortunate. Are those in, Mr. President?
Bob's.
Why can't I tell people to go vote?
Dave says you're okay?
Discuss the election. I think it's glitched. I might have to...
I heard that Dave allowed you to...
Gonna reload the autosave. Symbol of order. Am I still neutral? I'm a good boy now. Hello.
I am Dave. Don't look so
I wouldn't know. I just got here. Like a
How
butterfly.
My father inherited his political power from birth and renamed this great nation the Kingdom of Tom. Although I also inherited my political power from my father, when I took over, I formed a republic so the people may elect their leader.
Remind me how I could help the election.
I told you before. There's... that... Well... Well...
Can I now ask people to vote?
I heard that Dave allowed you to...
Why can't I tell people to run? Read the Republic into a new era. Democracy of Rosie.
You're right.
You should go vote if you haven't already.
You're right. I'll go right now.
Oh, now I could... I know Shauna won't.
Out with it, Ambassador. Of course I vote.
Looks like you have an
An
opponent.
opponent. Let the people make their choice.
Dave says you're okay? Fine.
You know, Rosie's running for president now.
Poor girl doesn't stand much of a chance.
Have you considered running for presidency? You should go vote if you haven't already. Weird. Didn't give me that option
Fingers
last
crossed.
Are you really
President, you're my hero, mister. I want to be just like you when I grow up.
time. What did I do? Like to know more about the Republic?
You
have two mommies?
I have one mommy. The other lady is Jessica. She's pretty, but she's mean.
Tell me more about Dave.
He's my daddy. Whenever we play Republic, I get to play as Dave. Watch, watch. I am sorry, sir, but I'm afraid that the Bureau of Dave-like Activities has ordered your execution. Aren't I good? Huh?
So it's like, what have you been up to, kid?
I'm gonna be president when I grow up.
What'd you take on the Republic?
President Daddy is awesome. He buys all sorts of neat toys that we get to play with.
All I need to know.
Sure.
Talk
to you later.
I have to go practice my Dave impression anyway.
President Daddy says the people from outside the Republic
Are you really from the wasteland?